This is a review of set 75317, The Mandalorian and the Child. This set has 295 pieces with a retail price of $20. Brand new sealed, you can probably pick it up for around the same price on the aftermarket, and it released in 2020. It retired in 2023, but you could probably find it a lot of stores after. I literally found one at Walmart last year, I believe, which is kind of crazy. It reminds me of a lot of other sets that didn't really sell well, that ended up staying on shelves for a very long time. But again, you can probably pick this up for around $20, brand new sealed. Of course, when you take a look at this set, it might remind you of the newly revealed Mandalorian and Grogu allies and villains Brickheadz set, which is actually only $50, releasing on April 26th. This one comes with a lot of sort of random characters like Colonel Ward, as well as an Imperial Remnant Snowtrooper, and also an Anzellan. And of course, there's the two that you actually want out of that being Mando and Grogu. The majority of these we don't really know are sort of new characters, and I feel like the Imperial Remnant Snowtrooper could also maybe be replaced with Zeb. That would be make it a little bit more tempting to get, because there isn't really too much good characters out of this. The Mando and Grogu is different than the one that is in this, but not too different, because the only real difference with Grogu is he doesn't get his pram, and that chest piece here is actually a printed tile, or it could be a sticker. Of course, it hasn't released yet, so I don't know yet. And Mando does have a jetpack instead of that cape with the clip on the back. So if you don't really want to spend $40 on a bunch of random Brickheadz you don't want, this is definitely a really good option, because you're saving $20 with around 3 Brickheadz, because Grogu and the Anzellan are basically one combined. And I like how Lego didn't just like cut a corner and then just count each as an individual Brickhead, making it $50, which it usually is for the around May-ish Brickheadz pack with around 5. So that is a really nice thing that Lego did. But again, if you want to get a set like this, honestly, just spend $20 and get one of these brand new sealed, and you also don't have to wait until April 26th. And it actually doesn't really have too much demand. Even with the Mandalorian and Grogu movie coming out, I don't think a lot of people will really like it that much, but I actually think this is a very nice set. First, I'll take a look at the Mandalorian here, who is very nice because he comes with that no Beskar look in comparison to the version that we get in the actual like newer Brickheadz set. I don't think that it looks that much different, that it has a complete new Beskar, even though it definitely does. Overall, this actually looks very nice. The helmet is mainly the thing that doesn't change. The armor on the bottom definitely is a lot more like dark gray and light gray rather than that brown. We usually don't get this type of Mando a lot because he only appeared in the first episode of the Mandalorian, the UCS Razor Crest Mandalorian, as well as 2 other Mandalorians, I believe. I have in my collection, which is basically every set that it came in. Of course, it has a nice stand as well as some pretty good details for the belt. You get like a binocular lightsaber piece, even this little printed like arm shield, which you do get in the newer set, but it is obviously a different one with the Mudhorn on it. And then this version you get a cape, as well as is a very nice blaster, which is actually modified to be a little bit longer, so it looks a lot better on the Brickhead overall. This definitely is a really nice Brickhead. If you want to display this like just by itself without Grogu, you could still do that, like the scenes that he has it before Grogu. Looks very, very nice overall. Just a nice pickup, especially for $20, because you also get Grogu, which of course I'll look at next. Like I said, he does come with his pram, which I'll take a look at first. Comes with a nice cylinder 2x2 here to actually make it stand up, and then you have that nice open version of the pram, which actually builds very nice. You can see some of the interior, how it's actually stuck onto it, and on the exterior and interior it looks very, very nice for a pram build. And then you get that mini little Grogu. So this is basically what you're gonna get if you get the bigger Brickhead set, the newer one releasing in April, but you do get a little bit of a different 2x3 in his chest there. It's either a sticker or it's actually printed, and you can technically flip the ears as as well. You can turn it around like how it shows in some of the lifestyle images and just regular images, and it's the actual newer set. And that's pretty much it for Grogu. Overall, Brickheadz, very nice set. Definitely some underrated Brickheadz sets, and I especially like these 2-packs because this is perfect. Who doesn't want Mando and Grogu for a pretty good price, $10 per Brickhead? And it's not like you're just getting Grogu, you're also getting his Pram, so I definitely feel like that's $10 worthy. Definitely recommend it. Hope you guys enjoyed this review, and see you on the next one.